that they talk to President Biden and say, stop going after our gas stoves so we don't have to talk about this. And with that, Mr. Chair, I yield 3 minutes to the gentlewoman from Washington State, the chair of the Energy and Commerce Committee, Ms. McMorris Rodgers.
Gentlelady is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I rise in strong support of H.R. 1640. The Save Our Gas Stoves Act is a bipartisan bill that was introduced by Energy and Commerce Committee member Debbie Lesko, and it will stop the Department of Energy from finalizing its plans to ban the majority of natural gas-fueled cooking stoves on the market today. H.R. 1640 was considered through regular order in committee, where it received hearings and markups and was favorably reported with a strong bipartisan vote. Congress must intervene to stop the war that President Biden and Democrats are waging on reliable, affordable energy and the choices people make to provide for their families. On day one in office, President Biden canceled the Keystone XL pipeline, imposed a moratorium on fossil energy development on federal lands, and directed agencies across the federal government to issue punitive regulations and delay permits for energy projects. This agenda in raising costs across the board and making life more difficult for hardworking Americans across this country continues. And now, the Biden administration is coming for their appliances, like natural gas stoves. H.R. 1640 will stop the Department of Energy from finalizing the terribly misguided and illegally vulnerable proposal to ban gas stoves. H.R. 1640 is necessary because the administration doesn't have any regard for the will of the American people or the laws passed by Congress. Despite a statement from the White House that, quote, the president does not support banning gas stoves, the Department of Energy and radical environmental activists are abusing an obscure law called the Energy Policy and Conservation Act to mandate a backdoor regulatory ban on gas stoves. They're pursuing this agenda to control the home appliance market despite DOE's own evidence that its proposed standard would pull more than half the gas stoves off the market and save people $1.08 over the life of the product. This is completely out of touch. $1 of savings over the life of the product is not worth upfront expense of ripping out gas lines and installing new electrical service. $1 of savings does not bring peace of mind if you need to heat your water or feed your family during electricity blackout. And $1 of savings means nothing when people are paying record prices to buy food and fill up their gas tanks. American people are strongly opposed to regulations to ban natural gas appliances. In fact, we recently polled the citizens in my district as to whether they support a ban on natural gas stoves in their homes. An overwhelming 87% of them responded no. H.R. 1640 addresses their concerns and their freedom to choose the affordable stove that is right for them. Therefore, Mr. Chair, I urge my colleagues to join me in supporting H.R. 1640 and look forward to working with the Senate to send this bipartisan bill to the President's desk.
Greetings, friends. I have exciting news to share with you this Tuesday. If this new bill is passed, many families that are currently facing financial struggles may be able to receive a one-time payment worth $2,000. House Democrats are pushing this new proposal to include more relief provisions. Many economists are also expecting for home buyers and renters to see some relief on housing prices very soon. My dear friends, please do me a big favor and watch until the end of this video to hear about all of the details. Also, this coming Friday, I will be announcing more winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. My dearest friends, if you would like to enter these weekly giveaways, please click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. House Democrats' latest proposal to expand the child tax credit includes a new feature. It is a $2,000 payment for newborn babies. The two parties have been battling over the tax benefits since before a larger version of it was lapsed after 2021. Past attempts to revive the crisis-era child credit expansion have not included this new twist, which was added this year by House Democrats. This could push the total benefit to as high as $5,300 in the first year of a child's life. The core of this legislation would revive an expanded tax credit for families that was in place for 2021, typically worth $3,600 per year for children under age 6, and $3,000 for older children, paid in monthly installments. That would be up from the current maximum $2,000 benefit, which is only paid out at tax time. Under the original benefit expansion, the payment would be $300 per month. There was also an option to take some or all of the credit as a lump sum when filing your annual tax returns. The new legislation from Representatives Rosa DeLauro, Susan Delbene, and several others would increase the size of the credit in the month that a baby is born to $2,000. So that means for a child born in January, that household could receive a total amount that is worth up to $5,300 for that year, though it would decrease to the typical $3,600 the following year. Parents of children born all the way through June would still receive a larger credit than the original 2021 amount in the first year. However, any newborn bonus advantage shrinks over time, and the total lifetime per child benefit is ultimately the same because monthly credits disappear once a child turns 18 years old. The feature has not been included in prior iterations of the bill, nor is it part of a Senate companion bill that also includes an expansion of the earned income tax credits for low-income workers. The Ways and Means Chairman, Jason Smith, has expressed openness to discussing the child credit, but it wasn't in the package that the panel approved last week. So we will have to wait for lawmakers to take further action. Home buyers contending with the lack of homes for sale got some relief last month as builders broke ground on more houses and ramped up their future development plans. Meanwhile, renters should also see some relief on rental prices as a wave of new supply hits the market. New construction of both single and multi-family units jumped up nearly 22% in May. That was 5.7% above a year ago and higher than what economists had predicted. This persistent shortage of homes for sale has been a great challenge for buyers who have increasingly turned to new construction. That trend is a bonus for home builders and has brightened their financial outlook for the year. New construction has become a key part of today's housing market. More than a third of homes on the market this spring were new construction. That share is historically about 13%. More rental supply is scheduled to come online in the second half of this year, with the number of newly built units reaching the highest level since the 1980s. The good news for renters, who are finally getting a reprieve from skyrocketing rents during the crisis. The median asking rent dropped to $1,995 in May. That is down 0.6% from 1 year ago. That is also the sharpest annual decrease since March 2020. The share of individuals falling behind on credit card and personal loan payments is also increasing, especially among the riskiest of borrowers. The delinquency transition rate for credit cards, which is the share of credit card debt that is 30 days or more past due, has now increased by 0.6 percentage points during the first 3 months of this year. That is approaching pre-crisis levels. So the rise in missed payments is prompting lenders to pull back on their looser lending requirements, but they're keeping a common recession countermove, reducing credit limits at bay for now. Well, my awesome and most amazing friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Tuesday. My dearest friends, thank you so very, very much for joining me here and for being part of this community. To say thank you and to show my appreciation, I will be announcing several winners this coming Friday for the Walmart gift card giveaway. My dearest friends, if you'd like to enter these weekly giveaways, all you'll need to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you watch and then comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these weekly giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed week.